Hello everyone, I'm Ultima456 and welcome back to Let's Platinum Bloodborne episode 6. So you'll probably notice I'm in a different location than I was at the end of the last episode, and the reason for that is because I went to the Hunter's Dream, then I came back out, I awakened at the Great Bridge headstone, at the Great Bridge checkpoint, and now I've gone to the young Yarnum girl, and we're going to talk to her, and hopefully this time we should be able to send her to Odin Chapel because we've been to the Hunter's Dream. So let's find out.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum. Oh, okay. I can wait. But isn't there something I can do? Maybe Mum and Dad are stuck out there, waiting for me to come and find them. What do you think, Mr. Hunter?
Alright, excellent. So now we can tell her about the Odin Chapel.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. I love you almost as much as Mum and Dad. And Granddad.
Huh, Granddad.
Thank you. I love you all.
Interesting. I think Granddad might be someone we know. Okay, so what we're going to do, you'll notice there's a wolf there, or hound, small hound, dog, whatever you want to call it. This is the way I came. I basically just killed the enemies on this path and got down there to the young Yarnum girl. So I had to enter the Hunter's Dream in order to be able to tell her about the Odin Chapel. This way is the quickest way to get to her, but it is quite difficult because you have to fight those two large wolves again. Just use the same method that I used last time by using the door frame of that room to the right. Again, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do any of this. It's not, 100% worth it. I just did it because I'm trying to get, a good around 100% completion. That little thing there, I think that was the woman talking. I guess we can quickly talk to her.
What is it?
What did she say? Anything special?
I
think that's what she said last time. Okay, so now we're we're actually going to go to the Tomb of Odin. It's not the Cathedral ward, but we're going to head there real soon. If you gave her the red, what is it? Bloodstained brooch, I think it's called. If you gave her that, she runs off and, she's upset and she doesn't want to believe what you've essentially told her. So she runs off, she's upset, and she actually dies. It's hinted at the fact that she dies. And the way she dies is by that boar that's down here. Now hopefully I can get past these slims without attracting their attention. Yep, good. Because I hate fighting them. Let's take out... There you go, now you can see the boulder coming from this side. Let's take out this ogre. Look at that damage, nice. Come on, there we go. Takes away just enough of my stamina. Okay, now let's climb down here. Or descend. Yeah, can you climb downwards? I guess. So what happens essentially is this boar... Where is he? He's moving about. Okay. This boar supposedly kills her, and the way that we know this is because if you give her the brooch and then you try and fight the boar ends up having what's called a red... I think it's red messenger ribbon or something like that. We're about to find out. For some reason, the way they designed the game... Oh my god, no, poison. Alright. That bar there means that like I'm getting poisoned, but it's reducing because I'm not in the poison. So I only got like sort of slightly nicked by the poison. Oh my gosh. That was stupid, I should not have rolled forward, but... Alright, there we go, he's dead. Now let's see what happens. I should be able to pick up a blood vial and the red messenger ribbon, there it is. So, I don't know why they do that, but because they allow you to do that, I like to do it that way so that we can sort of get the best of both worlds. And yeah, so that's the red messenger ribbon, and I'll try and explain that. Essentially what happens is, when you place a notebook, or when you place a notebook message in the world, and you're playing online, other players can see that notebook message, and there we go. And I'll actually show you exactly what we're supposed to do with that red messenger ribbon. You go to the stump messenger, which I showed in the very first episode, and you're able to equip the red messenger ribbon onto the messengers, and it's just like they call it an adornment. It's just an adornment just to sort of like show off different looks to the messengers, so that sort of messengers can be somewhat unique. There's only like 5 or 6 of these adornments in the whole game, so it's not like hugely unique, but I'll just show you. Alright, so here are the messengers. So we talk to them, give accessories to messengers, and they will obediently adorn them. So the only thing we have is the red messenger ribbon. I give it to them, and now they're wearing the red messenger ribbon, which is extremely creepy. I mean, look at that main one. It's like all that blood is just like gushing down from the top of his head. I guess I'll leave that. There's no real reason not to leave it, or to leave them unadorned. I'm not playing online, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's what you get from that. Now let's head to the Cathedral ward, and we're finally ready to continue with the story. We're going to talk with everyone here in the Cathedral ward, and then we're going to continue progressing through the game. Another thing that I should say is there won't be a boss for like, I'm going to say 3 to 4 episodes. The way that they designed this next portion of the game is they essentially made it so that you have 2 bosses in quite close proximity to each other at the beginning of the game, and then you just have a lot of like adventuring and exploring and trekking throughout the world, and then the boss comes later. So yeah, they kind of actually, oh, it does change these as well, interestingly. Alright, let's talk to the Odin Chapel Dweller first. So this is where we were yesterday.
Thank you. So that old girl, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow. If you find any sane survivors, well, send them along to Odin Chapel, will ya? If you find it, send...
Okay, so for our efforts we get, the triumph gesture. I actually didn't remember about that one. Let's take off sit down. Triumph. Alright. Just a G up, as we would call it in Australia. Where is the little girl? The thing is, I never sent the little girl to Odin Chapel before. Maybe I have to wait a little bit longer. This is the old woman that was in the house.
I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yarnum's in is all your fault. You put it to the outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type. You.
Alright, so yeah, she's still, I don't know, does the word crotchety, is that something? I know it's a real word, I just don't know what it really means. And I think it's actually used to refer to old men instead of women, but yeah. Alright, let's see. So, that guy right there is hiding behind, and there's a raven directly above my hat on that side. So let's take out this hood. I think I call this guy, what do I call this guy? I don't call him a hood, I call him a phantom, that's right, yeah. Because his mask kind of reminds me of the Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom of the Opera. Alright, Raven. Oh my god. That's so Raven of you. 90s references for the win. Alright, anything over here? Oh yeah, that's more ravens. This area is actually quite interesting to remember. It's not particularly important. Wow, I'm being very careless. It's not particularly important, but these ravens, I think this is like, well, depending on how, often you come here before a certain event happens. Let me just have a look at this, another madman's knowledge. These ravens don't appear here later on. There's actually a different enemy that appears there, and we'll notice that later. Alright, now we've got 2 phantoms, I believe. This guy sucks. That pike that he's got is very similar to the one that the, ow, he got me. Ah, okay, good. Very similar to the Slims one. It does a lot of damage. It does a considerable amount of damage. There we go, he's dead. Yay! Alright, what else we got up here? Nothing. Alright, so yeah, I picked this side because it's a dead end, and now we can go back, go the right way. Okay, so the item I picked up there is a wooden shield. It is the only shield in the entire game. I think you can parry with it. Let me have a look. Okay, no, you can block with it. You can't really parry with it, I don't think. Maybe I'll try out that flame sprayer later. Yeah, I don't think you can parry with it, which is unfortunate because I liked parrying with the shield in... Which one was it? Dark Souls 1? Yeah, Dark Souls 1. The parry system in Dark Souls 1 for me worked much better than the parry system in Dark Souls 2. I shouldn't be killing this guy like this, but... Or first, because I'm not going to go this way. But I'll take him out now, because he's in an opportunistic position. Yay, more blood vials. Whoa, where did you come from? Nope, 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 hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to try and charge attack. Yeah! Come on. Damn. Hey! Go my height. This guy's huge. What is he, like 6'9", 7 foot? I don't know. Okay, 6 blood vials. I don't think there's anything over there. And now that item is interesting. Now, we can't see it, but on this building right here, there is an extremely large, disgusting, gross-looking enemy called a phase beast, or what I call a phase beast. And he can do a lot of damage to you, especially when you go over to that item. So I'm going to go over to this item, which is actually something we've gotten before. It's the hunter set again with the top hat, and yeah, you can see him doing that attack there. That's him using his attack. We can't see him, but we will eventually be able to see him. Let me have a quick look at this top hat. So what did I get? I got the Yharnam set. The top hat is not good. The hunter garb is very similar, it just gives more... Oh, it's actually better. We don't need the frenzy resist right now, but kind of don't want to forget it. I don't need the frenzy resist right now, doesn't matter. The hunter gloves are exactly the same, and the hunter trousers are exactly the same. So the hunter garb is the only different piece. Alright, welcome to Skeletor. This guy is gigantic. Luckily he's not actually as hard as he looks. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, yeah, just make sure that you're a good distance away from him when he attacks. Like I didn't. I'm gonna take him real slow. I'm gonna try and watch his movements, because... Okay, so that's the wide one. Oh, I just realized I can visceral attack him. I never did that before. I just realized that that's staggering him. Okay, yeah, so if you use 1 or 2 charge attacks, he will stagger, and then you just press R1 right in front of his head, and you can do a visceral attack. Up there is a dead end for right now. We will be able to unlock that very soon. But let's go down here first. Cool. I'm so glad that I figured that out. It makes him a lot easier. Okay, we're gonna get the attention of this ogre on the right first, if I can. I really hope I can. Yes. All right. Cool. Let's bring him back. I kind of don't want to do a charge attack, but okay, let's let him attack. No, okay, he doesn't want to come up here on these stairs. Nice. Okay, stay away from him. Oh, that was not smart. I thought he had finished. Thank God he somewhat staggered there with that attack. Otherwise, if he had not staggered on that attack, he would have hit me again, and I would have taken a lot of damage. You can see we're getting a lot more blood echoes. Careful. I feel like if I kill this guy, or get close to killing this guy... Yep. Oh no. Alright, I'm okay, I'm okay. No way, I've beaten Father Gascogni, whatever his name is, without dying. I'm not gonna die to a stupid ogre. Yes, alright, good. Alright, let's get this raven as well. One of you, come on. Whoa. Okay, cool. I don't think there are any items here. On this side. No, okay. That's a nice view. Look at that, this world is so remarkable. It is very samey, I will say that. Like the world, oh yeah, let me actually explain about this. It's a monocular, so it's essentially a one-sided binocular. And you just, did I equip it? I wanted to just use it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to equip it. And then you can use it. And it just allows you to see a little bit further. Nothing too special. Let's actually get rid of that. I'm going to take off the tiny music box and I'm going to equip the hand lantern. I'm actually going to turn it on even though we don't need the light for now. The way the hand lantern works is as long as you don't die, the light will stay on. And having it on at all times, like when you're, especially when you're going to dark areas, will be so much more helpful. You'll be like, okay, I can actually see most of what I'm doing. Ooh, 3. I wonder how many of those we have. Okay. This guy is the ball and chain skeletor. That's what I like to call him. I think I can get a good attack on him straight away. Oh yeah. Okay, in the background you might be able to see... Well, first of all, this guy's got range. In the background there, for a split second, you may have been able to see an enemy that was running away. And I would have gone for him, but wow, I cannot believe I dodged that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was just far enough away. There was an enemy back there, and I would have gone for him, but this skeletor was in the way. I called that a Bloodchiller. If you get that reference, well, if you're any sort of a gamer, you'll get that reference. Yeah, I call him a Bloodchiller because essentially what happens is you attack him and he drops blood shards when you kill him. He's very weak, he only takes a few strikes, and he'll give you a significant amount of blood shards. And as you proceed further into the game, you get newer ones. Okay, this area, there's no enemies or anything. I'm not going to smash these pots because it's going to make a lot of sound that I don't want to hear. But in here is our very first blood gemstone, and we get a trophy for that. Awesome. Now, this door. This door is closed, and we can never, ever, ever open it. Well, at least not in this particular game. My theory, and I'm going to show you why I think that. My theory for that door is that it's part of the DLC, and the reason for that is because that door leads to right there. That door there. At least I think it does. Or no, sorry, that one, because that one's sort of like a more of a double, two smaller doors. I think it leads to that one. I think that it's for DLC. We come out here and we go onto this landing, and then this bridge here leads to the other side of where we fought the cleric beast. So the Great Bridge. So the area, like the checkpoint where I went back to the Hunter's Dream towards the beginning of this episode. I think that's what they're gonna do. I'm not sure, but that's my belief. As far as DLC goes, if there's trophies linked to it, which on the both times that we've had DLC for a Souls game, there haven't been trophies for it. If there are trophies for it, I guess I'll probably get it and add a small guide of this game, or of the DLC for this game, as an addendum to the end of this Bloodborne playthrough. If there's no trophies, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it. The only reason, like, I mean, my channel, I want it to be like mostly about trophies. I don't play games just for trophies. Wow, this guy is like not noticing me at all. Alright, I'm just gonna get back here. I don't want to make my channel like, you know, it's like, oh, I only play games for trophies. But it's just that there are so many games to play, and I can't like spend all my time on one game. But look, to be honest with you, I'll probably look at like a review of the game first and see what or review the DLC first and see what other people think. If it's good, yeah, maybe I'll do it. Alright, so there's some items around here. Cold Blood Dew and Molotov Cocktail. Now we're going to go to the other side. Wait, should I go to the bottom first? I'm going to go to the bottom. Sorry, not the bottom. I'm going to go to like this area here because I think there's one enemy in here. And I just want to make sure that I don't get killed by him later. There he is. That sneaky Bob. So what I did with that Bob, you'll notice, I rushed forward, pressed R1. That allows me to do this attack, which obviously I was targeted, so I rushed forward instead of rolled. But it allows me to do that attack, and the reason I did that attack was because he was in a position where like large swinging, sweeping attacks, or even the overhead attack would have worked well, but not as well as that attack. It was nice and quick, it was straight, and it just killed him straight away. Okay, here is a bit dangerous. I died, I think, the first time I did this because I didn't know that those guys were going to come out, and now I do. Okay, that was... Most people say that was lucky, but I knew sort of the direction which I wanted to aim that sweeping attack. And I'll let him bite me there. Just sometimes it's actually worthwhile to not get flustered. Don't spam circle. I mean, in boss fights, that theory goes out the window because you just don't want to die. But when you're fighting, I never looked up there before. When you're fighting just normal enemies, you don't want to get too flustered. You want to just take your time, and even if they hit you, it might be better to let them hit you so that you can get more of an advantage on them if you survive. Yeah. Okay. This that was abrupt. This device will open up. We'll move that tomb, and it will allow us to continue forward. But before we do that, we're going to meet someone who's fairly important. We're going to meet a person named Alfred, and we're going to talk with him for a little bit. So I'll be right back while we talk with him.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned? Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance. Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way. There must be oodles for us to share. Go on, just tell me what piques your interest. As you know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit. Byrgenwerth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate. I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Okay, so that's Alfred. We got two things from him. One was the prey where is it? The Prey Gesture. And the other was Fire Paper, which I'm actually going to equip. The Fire Paper, essentially what it does is it gives your weapon an additional percentage of fire damage. And that's really good because any enemies that are weak to fire, and a lot of them are, it'll make it a lot easier to deal damage to them. So I'm probably going to use that throughout the game. I'll have to think about where I'm going to use it. It's not like it's in short supply or anything, but I'll just have to think about it, just simply because sometimes it's not worth using it. Alright, another Tempering Blood Gemstone. We're almost done for today. Let me just... I'm going to have to fight this guy. Alright, I'm going to have to try and do the same method that I... or not. Damn, almost. Forgot about this guy, but I wanted to get to the checkpoint. It's just up ahead. Nice. Come on, one more. That was so unfair. Alright, there we go, I got him. We're almost there. Yes, I might, if there's one more enemy, I'd love it if there would be one more enemy, because I need a few more blood echoes. I guess technically I could use the cold blood dew, but I need about 10,000 for next episode, because I want to purchase, if you remember in the... If you remember at the messengers, there was a, what's it called? I had a Hunter Chief emblem. There was a Hunter Chief emblem for 10,000 blood echoes. So yeah, it looks like I'm definitely going to use an item, one of the cold blood dews, to get enough blood echoes. Alright, we're going to continue that in the next episode. I'm going to light the lamp here. And we're going to do a whole bunch of other stuff in the next episode to kind of make sure that we're prepared for the next area, which is through that door. Alright, so this has been episode 6 of Let's Platinum Bloodborne. I'm Ultima456. See ya.